Hello to everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel, and today I will use float sandbox game and I will play with some shipping flooding ships, sinking ships, and the first one is the day cycle Titanic. So we have a first few compartments is flooding now. As you can see, the first two. At first it's becoming slower and slower, and there are little holes, 1, 2, 3, and now the second compartment is starting to flood. Some fishes low in the water, and the ship is beginning to sink. Let's try some horde. There is still electricity. Now the second compartment is starting to flood. Ship is still above the water, and now the front of the ship is starting to sink faster. As we can see, another compartment is starting to flood faster and faster. There is still electricity. Another compartment is starting to flooding, as you can see. There is still power on the ship. There are a lot of stress now included, and we will soon see the ship to break. Now, and she breaks. She breaks. I wonder, is this the real scenario? How the Titanic really sank? So the stresses are extremely high and the ship breaks, but the double hull is holding, and now it detaches and the front of the ship is starting to sink. The bow is on the first surface. It's slowly going through the water and steadily. The bow is steadily on the surface, strangely, but now it will start to fill with water and will sink very fast. The first of the section, the stern, will hit the ocean floor in just a few seconds, and we will still see the collapse of the tunnels and some breaking up from the impact as well. She will be buried in the mud 20 meters, 10 to 20 meters, and we'll see now how this will happen. She breaks, and it's all over for the first part of the ship, and now the stern is starting to sink. First slowly, there are some waves coming, and now we will see completely upside down, vertical, stern going vertical, as we can see in the movie, and the stern is going down. The funnels are still in place. It's going upward, completely upward. Very long, huge wave above us, and the stern is sinking slowly. We'll see, will it collapse on the stern section? first part of the ship. The tunnels are still in place. I think it won't crash directly on top of the stern section, or it will. We'll see. Yeah, it will crash directly above it or near it. So the second part is the night. Here's the iceberg, a little above the water, below the waterline, and Titanic will grab the bottom, as this is practically most common idea that ship is stern below it, and she are going over it, but there are some small leakage, small holes in the hull, some stresses, as you can see up here. She is over the iceberg, and the ship will now stop. The first few compartments are starting to sink. We can see that first 3 compartments are opened. First 3 compartment is flooding slowly. There is still power. Some waves are occurring. Let's see how long will it last. Now the 4th compartment is starting to flood, but the ship is still above the water. The stern is still above the water. You can see now the 2nd compartment is starting to flood, and the ship is slowly going under. Electricity is still available. We can expect breakup very soon. And now we have stresses on the hull, and she will soon lose electricity, lose power, and break along the stresses. Yeah, she broke up. She just broke up. The stern is pulling her up, pulling her down. Double bottom is still holding up. It's attached and it's going under. Some electricity still, some power or something like that is still available. Some waves occurring. She's still floating, but now will go under the water very fast. We have a tsunami, but ship will sink before the tsunami arrives. The 3rd funnel is in the water, and the 4th tunnel is in the water. Now it's almost completely gone, and it's vertical. The stern is vertical above the stern. And now in this video we have a Brittanic sister type from the Titanic, and she sank by the Liberty demolition, Sabotage by the bombs stored in her cargo area, and now the 4 bombs have detonated, and we will see how this Brittanic will sink in this game. There are very huge hole when bombs erupted, exploded. The water is rushing, but not so fast in the first compartment. She is slowing, going down. There is still electricity. Now there is none. She is going faster and faster. And now the electricity is gone. I think that she will not split. She will go down by the entire ship. The ship will not break. I'm not sure is that how the real scenario was played. Did ship break or not break? I need to Google it. I think the ship sank completely. She is almost vertical. The first half of the ship is completely in the water. There is no breakup, and I think she will go down her complete structure. She's going down. She's almost above the water, in the water. Yeah, everything is in the water. Water is filling up. She is slowly going down vertically. Unbelievable. There is no breakup. All the funnels are in place. She is sinking slowly and going to the bottom. You'll see what happened when she hit the bottom. Will the ship split or will stay intact? Just a few seconds. Lots of noises. Tunnels are still in place, intact. We see a huge hole from bombs on her side. There are some spikes on the bottom. I think that it will she is going down slowly, and she will sink as an entire ship with no breakup in the surface. We'll see, will she break now? And we have a contact. We have some spike, and she will break on that spike. She'll break yeah, she break now, but it's almost intact ship. In this video we have a sinking of the Costa Concordia, the modest ship disaster. So we have a shallow water here. Ship will go under. The first part of the ship is slowly going. There is no damage. She is going, and now we have some issues. Oh yeah, last 2 compartments is breached. The last 2 compartment is breached. She is sinking by the bow. Oh yeah. The last 2 compartments are breached and the water is rushing in. She is not going anywhere. She's stuck as the original scenario. there's still electricity. You can see how the water in the first compartment is rushing in faster than the last one. Ship is slowly lifted. As we can see now, the stern is a little above the water. It's going up. No other damage. We'll see how the water will spill over the upper decks. There's still electricity. Water is slowly going into the ship, there is no huge holes. Only last two compartments are breached. But we can see she sits on the very hard rock, and that was main damage. That was we saw. And the water is now above the lifeboats. It's slowly going up. There is still electricity, there is still power. The bow is slowly going underwater. It's slowly filling with water. Almost first half of the ship is filled with water. Second part of the ship, sorry. The water is going to the last three lifeboats. The stresses you can see now. I don't think the ship will sink, that she will go forward as the other parts of the ship will spill. Oh, we have another compartment now breached, and now the water is spilling into the third compartment. We see now that the third compartment is slowly filling up with water. So the third compartment has also been breached, and the water is spilling up, filling up the interior of the ship. The second part of the ship is slowly going under. As you can see, the water is higher and higher, almost above the waterline. The first two lifeboats is completely in the water, and the water is going up to the third lifeboat. And now the water will start splitting the second compartment. Like we will see now, it's going faster, it's faster. There is still power. Engines are still running. But the ship is not going anywhere. She is breached and stuck on this rock. I think this is an accurate scenario of what happened with Costa. So the water is still not going in the fourth compartment. It's breached in 1, 2. We have a breach in 3 compartments. Ship is going a little above the water, it's going high. The stern is going up, and we have no power. There is some issues with the power, and voltage is going down. The ship has lost power. Ship has lost electricity. In this moment there is no power. The third compartment is starting completely filling with water and will spill in the next compartment as well. Very interesting bridge and resisting sinking of the first compartments with Costa Concordia.